is another reflection of your inner emotions. Just like I said, somebody comes in with their shoulder pain. That's a way of showing me there's something going on inside them that it wants to speak. Their emotions are wanting to speak. So money is emotional issues. That's why I would love to ask you, Susan. I'm going to turn around and ask you a question. What are some of the emotions that is making you feel certain ways about money? That's where I would like for you to dig in.
Let's see. I am now learning not to have judgment about starting my business using my credit card. I'm very open that I went into this business on a whim. And I started all my purchases, fax machine, phone, all that with a credit card. And a lot of people do that. But then I realized recently that I had a lot of judgment about doing that, and I need to let that go. I need to realize that if I want my credit card debt to go away, then I need to get the money to pay for that and just accept that as part of doing business. I work with a lot of clients that feel the same way, that they put a lot of judgment on themselves. And I think, particularly as women, we put enough judgment on ourselves without adding that extra stress. And I found out why my voice was cutting in and out, because I have this little mute button, by the way, that I've been playing with. So I'm going to put that down now. But as far as money, one thing, Masami, I think I saw you 2 weeks ago. I don't even know. And it's so funny. You've said you've been able to tell a difference. I can tell a difference too. So many people have not noticed, and I don't ask. I think it's because they haven't bothered to take the time to notice. Someday they will, perhaps, because everyone's so busy worrying about themselves. And one thing Masami told me and taught me was that I take care of everybody but myself. And I'm learning to nurture myself. Masami, thank you, to slow down. And you didn't actually hear this, and I haven't gotten to talk to Bea very much, is that my mother was... I took her to the emergency room on Sunday, and she's been in the hospital, and I've been at the hospital for days, and I finally got to pick her up yesterday. And what I realized, and why I actually am quite calm and happy today, is she's okay. She's not having heart problems, which is what I thought it was. But I found that I love what I do because I can take off 3 days, and I'm okay. If I was working in a corporate job, I had to call into a boss and take time off, I'd be so stressed. And what I realized is that I could take off and cancel all of my clients and reschedule. And they were all very okay with that. They were very supportive. Everybody was so nice. And it's so funny, Masami, I thought about you so many times. I was holding my breath. I wasn't breathing. And I realized that yesterday. I picked Mom up from the hospital, and I took her back to her house. She was going to take a shower, and she was going to take a nap. So I went over to my friend Jonathan, who also has a show on Real Coaching Radio. And I said, Jonathan, I'm not breathing. I don't know what to do. And he gave me a big hug, and he squeezed me so tight that I literally couldn't breathe, to show me that I could breathe. And I just sat there, and I just breathed, and I breathed, and I breathed. And it felt so good. So, Masami, tell me, what is it about breath? I'm so new to this.
Yeah, I wanted to actually talk about that again, because I started out with money, not equals, but more, your breath is like a barometer. It's a more indicator of your concerns, whether it's money or your health or your house mortgage or whatever that may be, is that I want you to stop and pay attention to the breath. If the breath is shallow and it's fast, what kind of emotions is it going to make you feel? Are you going to feel peaceful and free from it? Probably not. When your breath is shallow and extremely fast, it's going to create anxieties. So then you go into a business meeting, you want to make more clients, but you're going into the meeting with a very shallow and in a fast-paced breath. That is going to be the energy that you're going to be bringing into that meeting. So then your clients are going to pick that up. Whether they're conscious of it or not, it's in the air. So it is important that you pay attention to how is my breath, supporting my consciousness, how is this supporting my own well-being, with whether it's money or whatever that may be. So it's a beautiful indicator. I call breath as one of those tools that you can actually control as well as it just happens voluntarily. Because when you're sleeping, you're not paying attention to your breath. But when you're awake, moments of during the daytime, you can actually pay attention to your breath. So it's a one way to get in touch with who you are. So it's just, when you take a deep breath right now, let's take that, Susan. Let's take
I just
yeah, I saw you, yeah. And I just want
so me and Alex on camera, B disappeared. There's no Masami and Alex. That's very scary. So we're all taking a deep breath.
Yeah, deep
Alex,
breath.
Alex is scaring me on his camera. Are you guys watching that? It's scary.
Yes, I am. I have minimized him because I didn't need to look at that scary look.
He's scary.
My breath started to get really, really scary. So I want you to just ignore Alex's smiley face aside right now. And Susan, I want you to take a deep breath and then just think about the credit debt that you're dealing with right now.
Okay.
Okay, and I just want you to think about the credit debt that's coming. Yes, the payment's coming. But keep taking a deep breath. Do you feel space in that? Do you feel space within yourself? That's a little bit of freedom inside? Calm?
I feel a calmness knowing that I can take care of this.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel... When I walked out of your office, I felt responsible for taking care of myself because I came to see you. I felt like I was doing a really good thing for me by nurturing myself. And although you worked me like a dog, and I also felt great because I was hard and I loved it. I do love a challenge. So when I'm thinking about everything that could be considered something bad or negative or whatever in my business, credit card debt being one of them, I feel like I know exactly what to do. I have the strategies. I know what to do. I feel like I'm capable of so much. Mm-hmm. And I always knew that, but I always went so fast because I tried so hard to do so much. And one thing that you've taught me in such a brief amount of time is by slowing down, I get more done.